An excellent trading day today. Started off with the SGX Nifty indicating that we're going to move up about 100 points, and a 100-point move it was. We managed to cling on to that 15,900 slippery wicket. The thing about market is that we've been stuck in this band of 15,650 on the lower side and 15,900 on the upside, and 15,900 is turning out to be a bit of a tough ceiling for the market to break past from. Today, of course, we made a decent attempt and we did manage to close at that 15,910 level on closing bell. It was a good day and a better day, in fact, for the broader end of the market, wherein you had just 35 names going home as declines within the listed F&O universe. It was very stock specific today. Having said that, all sectors participated in today's rally. So pick up anything from automobiles to banks to chemicals. They were all holding up. Financials added in that pack. The only two sectors which were the laggards were telecom, in some sense, and you also did not have much of a price action when it came to media as a sector. That was flattish. The biggest movers, however, were infrastructure as well as real estate. Real estate was the one which was really hogging all the limelight. In fact, names like DLF, Cottage Properties, amongst the F&O listed names from real estate, they held out just very smartly, and most constituents in the entire realty pack were looking very, very smart indeed. We spoke with macro developers Abhishek Lodha earlier today, and he seems to be indicating that the residential property market is at the cusp of a big multi-year bull run, and that is what also infused some amount of positivity into the markets today. That said, amongst the Nifty, there were many winners. So let me start off with the list. Shree Cement held out by almost 4%. It was one of the top performers. Titan, which is due to report its numbers later this week, that held out by 3.6% as well. BPCL was quite the winner, about a 3.5% notch up there as well. TCS Infosys held out very smartly. The Motor sales figures were in focus, so you had the likes of an Eicher Motors, for instance, hold out. M&M did very well. Reliance held out 1.6%, so that really pushed up the Nifty further. On the flip side, you had disappointing earnings from UPL, so that was a big laggard today, about 2.25% downtick coming in for UPL. Tata Steel was the other laggard in trade, and so was the case with Bajaj Finserv as well as Bajaj Finance, which have been consolidating all of last week too. From amongst the broader market, the flavor was largely chemicals, a mix of some of the power plays, and financials. They were the ones which were leading. So Piramal Enterprises, you had a Chola Finance, for instance, that held out very smartly, about a 10.5% move there. Piramal Enterprises was up about 7.7%. Excuse me. Infrastructure plays like Concor held about 7.5%. Tata Power was up 7%. And then PI Industries was the big mover today with a 12% traction on that stock. On the flip side, like I said, UPL was a laggard. Along with that, there was Marico, SAIL, Jindal Steel, and Mahindra Finance, which were also the laggards in today's trading session. But this week, remember, you've got our plates full, not just in terms of earnings, but you've got 4 IPOs which are set to hit at the primary markets, and then of course the big one as well, the credit policy later this week too. So let's see how the market price action builds in forward from here. There's a whole lot of excitement around the 4 IPOs, and especially when it comes to Devyani International, given that it has some of the very famous and marquee QSR brands like Pizza Hut, KFC, as well as Taco Bell. This is going to be an interesting one.